Hello my beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing, I guess, maybe like a simple look as always, but girl, I'm just here to give y'all an update on my dating life because it has been one wild roller coaster. Okay, I'm starting out with some setting powder because I know y'all told me y'all want me to start saying what I'm using. So I'm starting out with some setting powder because my brows get very oily, so just any setting powder will do. And then I'm going to be using this. It's a little chaotic right now, don't worry about that. This is some eyebrow gel that I got off of Amazon. I will link it so you guys can go and check that out, but I like to use the eyebrow gel as well as the pen. I think I already linked it on my Amazon storefront. Maybe I didn't. Anyway, I'll have it linked there for you guys if you want to check that out. When have you guys ever known dating not to be super chaotic for me? I mean, yeah, I really feel bad for people who really want a relationship because, baby, these men is not men. Everybody is the girls and nobody is the boys, okay? So I'm like, where do I even start, girl? Because I feel like I'm building my roster and it's super unintentional. I don't want to build it. It's just like these people will not go away. And the more I'm mean to them, the more they want to stick around. It's a little chaotic. I still have not even been out on an official date yet because, yeah, it's just, baby, it's crazy out here. It is crazy. Anyway, I guess I could start with, I'm like, girl, where exactly do I start? I guess I could start with one of the older men I was talking to because currently I have a young guy on my roster. And I'm telling y'all, if y'all want men, if y'all want to build a roster, you need to start cussing these people out. Cuss them out, okay? The more you cuss these men out, the more they want to stay around. You think I'm joking? I'm not. That was a little bit of spice rum from Too Faced concealer to clean up the brows and under the eyes. Girl, will forever be a hit. I don't care what you say. Forever and always. Anyway, I started talking to this guy. I think he was like 47. As you guys know, I like older men. We all know that Ari probably has a little bit of daddy issues, but that's neither here nor there, okay? It is what it is. Anyway, I started talking to him, and girl, I should have known. I should have known because he was like, can you call me? And then I didn't call him for like a week. Didn't even respond to him for like a week. And then I was like, you know what? I'm bored. I need some entertainment. You know what I'm finding is that a lot of this do be for entertainment. So anyway, I wind up calling him. First conversation goes good. He seems pretty chill, very country boy. And I was like, okay, whatever. Second conversation, he's like, you know, when am I going to be able to see you? And I'm like, I don't know, like, you know, we'll have to plan for something, but, you know, let me know what your taste is, because if you're trying to Texas Roadhouse me again, we might have a problem there, okay? And I knew something was going on because he started asking me where I like to go. Uh-oh, hang on, y'all, this one of my boobs, hang on. Anyway, I knew something was going on because he started asking. He was like, you know, you don't like to go there often, do you? And I'm like, okay, so that's letting me know that your pockets is not running as deep as I probably would have liked. But okay, whatever. Again, strictly entertainment purposes, because I feel like you should have somebody on your roster for entertainment. You should have somebody on your roster that you really enjoy going out with, and yada yada skip, right? So I'm like, okay, he could just be for entertainment, right? Besides, I'm bored. I don't have anything to do. Might as well talk to this guy. Girl, that second conversation went left, okay? I'm trying to think. And at the end of the conversation, the man called me a biatch. Okay, because y'all know I can't curse. But I'm trying to figure out, like, where it possibly went left. Okay, wait. Okay, you know it. I got it. Hold on. Let me start over. That's some setting powder I just applied to my eyes. But, it started because on the second conversation, he said, I gotta tell you something. So I'm like, okay, what do you have to tell me? I'm thinking like this man about to tell me he got 8 kids, something like that. He don't have no house, he homeless, whatever. The man tells me he don't have a car. But he tells me he don't have a car because he got into a car accident with a young girl. She was like 18, she was texting and driving. And so he's working on the case to be, the claim to be finished or whatever, right? So I'm like, well, they didn't give you a rental car? And he's like, no, I mean, they did. They gave me a rental car for 3 days. This is where things are not starting to add up for me. Hey, I'm about to do the simplest beat, baby. I'm about to do the simplest beat. We're using this palette. This is a Julia Shop Coffee Shop palette. As y'all can see, this is my palette. I use this every single day. It's my thing, all right? It's what I do. But anyway, he tells me, sorry, I started out with some brown. I'm trying to be nice and tell y'all what I'm using. I started out with a little bit of brown over there. But he tells me he don't have a car. You know, the young lady got into the accident or whatever. So I'm like, was the accident your fault? Like, was it deemed your fault? And he was like, no, it was her fault. I said, so why don't you have a rental? He's like, I've been without a car for 3 weeks, you know. And I'm like, that's strange, you know, for it not to be your fault and them not give you a rental. It's weird. He's like, well, I didn't know I could get a rental. You mean to tell me? I said, was that your only car? He said, yes, it was my only car. I said, so you mean to tell me that you don't have any other source of transportation and you gonna be okay with somebody hitting your car, totaling the car out, and then not having any way to get around? Girl, what? Are you okay? Are you okay? Like, what are you talking about right now? So I told him, like, you know, I think you should definitely call your insurance and try to get a rental car. I'm gonna go in with this color right here because that just don't make no sense for you not to have a rental. So then he's like, yeah, you know what, you're right. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get that situated. But nobody ever told me nothing like that. At 47, there's nobody in your life who has ever been into an accident who can tell you, you know what, you need to get a rental car. So you just waiting. And then I said, well, how long is the claim gonna take? He's like, I don't know. It could be a long time. It could be a month, or it could be another 2 months. So you're just gonna sit there without a vehicle for 2 months? Are you okay? That let me know right then that boy a little bit slow. He a little slow, but again, entertainment purposes, I'm gonna keep on entertaining this, or whatever. To deepen up my edges, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. I only use like the browns. I really don't be using black no more. I probably should, but I mean, hey, I think browns get me to where I need to go. Anyway, so he's like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get a rental or whatever. And then he's like, you know, I would really like to see you. And I said, well, you know, let me know when you get a car. When you get a car, we can definitely arrange for us to go out on a date, right? So he's like, yeah, I mean, it ain't nothing to get no car. I could have had a car tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, so go and get the car tomorrow. Like, if it ain't nothing, I hate when people say it ain't nothing to do something, but then don't do it. Like, if it's not nothing to do it, then get it done. Anyway, so I said, okay, well, when you get a car, then you can let me know. So then he tells me, I'm trying to make sure I go in order. He tells me, he says, you know what they be saying. I said, what they say out here in the streets? He said, they say when a woman is really into you. I'm trying to think of what I'm gonna use. Hang on. We're gonna use this one. This is the Buxom palette. This is the Forever Babe palette. I don't know if they still carry it, but I do like the pressed shimmers that are in here because they're super soft and I can kind of, you know, just use my finger and put them on, which is what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna use this shade right here. That shade is pretty. I'll use that one. So yeah. Oh, I can't talk and do stuff at the same time. So then he tells me, he says, yeah, you know, they say if a woman is really into a man, then she'll drive and put miles on her car to come and see him. You think you're talking to Boo Boo the Fool? Baby, I was born later in the year, but I wasn't born last night. Ain't that how that saying going? If it don't, then it'll be fine. But baby, who you think? Like, I'm younger than you, but boo, I'm not damn stupid. Are you crazy? Have you lost your everlasting mind? You want me to put miles on my car to come see you? I don't even know you. I don't even know you. Then the man didn't want me to come see him so we can go out on a date. The man wanted me to come see him at his home. Is nobody concerned with their fate? Nobody concerned with dying? Like, nobody? Baby, you could be a serial killer. Are you crazy? I'm not putting myself in a damn situation. And then you want me to come to your house that I don't even know the layout of and be stranded? You could try to put me in your basement. I think I won't. How well this is gonna work, but I'm gonna use a little bit of my Morphe spray on my finger, and then I'm gonna dip it into this like loose powder, loose pigment or whatever it's called. I don't know that this company, I think this company is around, but they rebranded. I'll have to look that up. I gotta do my research. Anyway, when he told me that, I said, you know, I think that a man who asks a woman to do that is very feminine. Did I use those words? No, but for YouTube's sake, I'm gonna say we use those words. So he says, you know, oh wait, let me go back to the car situation before we even move on to the ending of this. Let me go back to the car situation. This man told me, you know, I'm upside down $20,000 on my loan, and I'm trying to figure out if my gap insurance is gonna cover it. First of all, baby, gap insurance is for the ACV of the vehicle. This man told me, he said, I paid over MSRP for a Cadillac CT5. When I looked up a CT5, those cars run maybe $50,000. Maybe. He said I paid over MSRP and then my interest rate on the car wasn't the best. Excuse me? And you still took the car? He said that he is paying $1,100 a month on the vehicle, and that does not even include insurance. You're doing what? First of all, I'm still stuck on the fact that you would want to pay over MSRP for a vehicle. Who in a right mind would do that? That's really when he got tight, because I told him, I said, I don't feel like you should be in the world unsupervised. I just don't, because who in a right mind, I don't care how nice the car is. He's like, well, that's just what I wanted. You could have wanted the car and paid MSRP. Do you not realize that when you buy a brand new vehicle, or any vehicle for that matter, the moment that you pull off of the lot, depreciation hits, so you already upside down on the loan. I'm upside down on the loan because I done paid over ACV for the car. Then I'm calculating in depreciation plus the interest, because it sounds like you don't have no good credit. Because I told him, I said, on my loan I got like a 2%. I said, what'd you get? He talking about, well, I didn't get that low. So you don't have no credit neither. This is a problem, honey. Where is the financial literacy in the Black community? I need us to do better. I need us to do better. All right, I'm going to be using a little bit of my grippy primer. I like this primer, honestly, better than I like the e.l.f. I still love me some e.l.f. Don't get it twisted. I still love my e.l.f., but I like this better. Anyway, so he said, well, I think you hurt my feelings when you said that I need to be out here with a supervisor. You should. You should. And I didn't say that to be mean. I mean, I said that to be so serious, because who in their right mind, as a man, like as a woman, I can understand us doing that, because we're a little bit impulsive, especially for me. Like, I'm manic. I told you I'm bipolar and manic. So that's some type of stuff that should happen to me, and that didn't even happen with me when I bought my car. So what's wrong with you? Like, fast forward, and so after I call him a Mitch for asking a woman to come out there and see him, he then tells me, he says, do you ever feel like you run men off? Or how did he say it? He said, do you ever think about the men that you run off by being so mean? And I said, I'm not sure what I did to be mean, but no, I don't think about it because it's not any of my concern. This is in the shade Chai by Too Faced. And so he was like, so you don't ever think about that? I said, no, I don't ever think about that. So then he goes into this whole thing of, well, I like my women sweet. I like my women sweet. Like, I like a woman you like a woman that's going to kiss your behind. You like a dumb one. And you don't have a dummy, okay? I don't give a damn. It don't have nothing to do with being sweet. I just think you're a little slow. So he's like, so it's not your concern if a man thinks that you're a little bit too much? No, because I hope and pray that I run off every man who feels like he's intimidated by me, or he feel like I'm too strong. I hope I run them off. I hope, and like hell, I run them off, because you need to stay far away from me. Stay far away from me, Lucifer, okay? Because you're not gonna be nothing but some damn headaches. Anytime a man say that you too strong, you need to run, because he's a weak man. He's a weak man. I don't care. There's too many men out here for you to be hung up on one person talking about, oh, you too strong, girl. Men are like buses. You miss one, next 15, one coming. Shout out to Gucci. All right, move on. Tell him, I said, baby, we are too old for anybody to be trying to change anybody. They not gonna change, okay? The way you met that person is how they're going to be. Now, can they learn to adapt maybe and communicate effectively with you? Yes. But as far as me being strong and bullheaded, as you say, like, that's not going to change. And I'm not going to lower myself or try to humble myself to be with you. And he was like, well, I mean, I just feel like you ain't gonna never meet nobody. Okay, and that's the way that you feel. I hope and pray I never meet nobody like you. I hope and pray I never meet like nobody like you, honey. That should be the real fear. The fear should not be of being alone. It should be being with somebody that is a bum. Cause what you mean? It's been a month and you still don't have no car, girl. that's exactly what I wanted to call him. Like, girl, please stop it. At this point, I need to just go ahead and start dating a stud, because it's just ridiculous out here. Then I told y'all, I don't know if y'all be watching my Instagram stories. If y'all don't, y'all probably should, because they be the first ones to get the information. Anyway, back in the day, Okay, it was way back when. And y'all know I'm not really ashamed of my past, but I am so ashamed of this one that I was hoping and praying that it was a dream, like a fever pitch dream. I was like, oh my goodness, it didn't really happen. That's what I always told myself, because I'm like, it's no way. It's no way that really happened. But girl, it really happened. Anyway, I start talking to this guy at the club one night. I was on that hen dog. First and last time I ever drank hen. I'm not drinking hen no more. Did I tell y'all what that foundation was? That was the Maybelline 30 Hour foundation. But I'm not drinking hen no more. Oh, damn, I forgot to color correct. See, y'all got me over here talking. Damn, it'll be alright. Anyway, had a one night stand with this man probably 10, 15 years ago. Okay? It was 10 or 15. One and the same. Anyway, ever since then, I cannot get this man away from me. He come back every year. Like Jason. He come back. Every damn year, he try to get back with me. Every year. Not even get back with me. Like, just try to talk to me. And it's like, sir, it's never going nowhere. That was a mistake. You were a mistake. I hate hurting people's feelings, but I've tried to hurt this man's feelings so many times, and he just will not accept it. He just will not. He just like, the more I try to hurt their feelings, the more he just come back. And that's why I tell y'all, hurt these men's feelings. Hurt their feelings. Treat them like the dirt on the bottom of your shoe. I'm telling you what I know. Anyway, he come back again this year and gonna say, you know, if you don't want to be with me, you're gonna end up lonely. Sir, I swear on everything that I love, I hope I end up lonely before I end up with somebody like you. You don't have no neck. You think about Benzino and Yo Gotti times 30. And then he done got thicker too. So it's like you already didn't have no neck. And then you put weight on top of that. Like, and you little. And you stout. I could keep going. But I'm going to choose not to. I'm not going to choose violence today. I just really want you to leave me alone. I just really want you to leave me alone because it's a regret. I promise you. Anytime somebody asks me, did that happen? I'm going to immediately say no. It never happened. And you're a liar if you say it did, because I'm ashamed of myself, baby. Ugh. What the hell was I thinking? Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. I did find someone that I finally added to the roster, child. We've been arguing all night. I mean, hey, I had to get him together. I had to really go there with him and let him know, like, I'm not one of them. You might want to stop playing with me. We can get your feelings hurt. But anyway, I found one that I actually like. He's really cool. And then he's going to take me out to this steakhouse. And I said, okay, you know, because most of the men that come my way, like I said, Texas Roadhouse, Golden Corral type of vibe. I doubt that they have a penny to their name, but that's okay. This steakhouse, this how I know it's expensive, because it didn't have no prices on the menu. I said, okay, I'm feeling them. I'm feeling, this is a little banana powder. I keep on forgetting to tell y'all what I'm using, but this is a little banana powder. And then, like, he say he a Drake certified lover boy. And I'm like, you know what? That may be what I need. Do I feel like you gonna be anything other than just maybe a here and there? Maybe not. Anyway, then he got the fresh cut, because we was into it yesterday. We was into it. I'm gonna tell y'all what we was into it about. We got into it yesterday, and then he sent me after he went to go get his haircut, because I told him, ladies, start voicing what y'all like out of these men. I'm telling y'all, it'll make life so much easier for you. Just start voicing it. He sent me pictures of him with, like, which I guess they call woofing or whatever. So he sent me pictures of him woofing, and then he also sent me pictures of him, like, with a fresh cut. I told him I like the picture with the fresh cut. Did not like the other photos, but I let him know, like, you know, this right here is what you need to stay with. He was like, okay, bitch. So he went and got his haircut. Start voicing what it is that you like. So anyway, while we was into it, he sent me a video of him getting a fresh cut, and boy, that cut looked nice. I ain't gonna lie to you. We like them low cut, deep with the waves. What she say? The Caesars. Whatever she said. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. But I was like, okay, because you listen very well. And then after I had to cuss him out, he was like, I promise I'm not going to do that anymore. I said, okay, I appreciate it. Anyway, we got into it because he said he want to impress me, right? That's his thing. I want to impress you. I want to impress you. I want to impress you. And I'm all for being impressed. I like to be impressed. But, sir, you could kind of relax. So he done ordered some Forever Roses, and he don't want to meet until they come. I like it. I mean, I kind of like it, but then I'm like, sir, it's really not that deep. He's like, it's that deep for me because everything needs to be perfect because like I'm really trying to get to know you. I'm really trying to, you know, see where things go with you. And so I need everything to be perfect. A part of me is like, yeah, it needs to be perfect. But then the other part is like, okay. Then he said he had to order a brand new outfit because he wanted to make sure everything was just in order. He couldn't, what did he say? I can't wear an outfit that somebody else has seen me in. Like I done been out with somebody else in. Which I don't know if I really respect that because I'm wearing something that somebody else has seen me in. You know, but I mean, hey, if fashion is your thing, we're just gonna have to let it be your thing, love. I mean, I don't think that it's that deep, but hey, who am I to judge? Okay, so we had got into it because of that. Because I'm like, dude, like it don't take all that, and then that just kind of tailspun into something else. And then he was like, you know what, just how do we fix this? That's all I want to know is how do we fix this. This is a little bit of lace I'm going in with, same thing, make a revolution setting powder. But he's like, how do we fix it and just move past this? So now this morning we've been moving past it, but I'm like, yeah, I for sure want to add him to the roster because he is a sweetheart and he seems to have his stuff together, and I like that. And I didn't even have to tell him where to take me. He texted me the place. First, he wanted to go to Papa's Steakhouse, which I love Papa's Steakhouse. I love that. And then he was like, have you ever been there? I said, yes, I go there a lot. He said, okay, well, I'm not going to take you there. I want to take you somewhere that you've never been and I've never been. Then girl, the man that talked about he going to send me a black car. He said, I would just really appreciate if you just allow me to do my thing. I said, you know what? You're right. Because I am so used to having to be the man in a relationship and be hyper masculine that, you know, this is really taking me by surprise, you know? So you're right. Allow me to let you be the man because I'm not allowing you to do that. Because again, I'm just so used to having to be the dude. Okay. This right here is the one size powder. I told you I love this powder. I probably need to go re-up. But so that's what we're doing. I'm going to allow him to be the man in the situation. I'm going to stop trying to control it. But I mean, that is hard because look at Mr. MSRP dude. Just out here buying stuff just to buy stuff. Girl, and then hold on. Because I got to tell, girl, I'm going to add like a little bit of my MAC foundation on the places where I did not set with the setting powder. Just to make sure those places is set. But girl, why? We FaceTime, right? I'm trying to FaceTime him. I do not have his number saved because I don't save numbers, girl. Because I'd be like, I know that's probably a bad way of thinking, but I just be like, this stuff not gonna last anyway, so why save the number? Anyway, so we are on FaceTime and we was having like a bad connection, couldn't really get it to work. So then all of a sudden I get another FaceTime incoming. So I was like, okay, let me click over because maybe this is him and he just couldn't get the line to work. Girl, why in the hell was it? Did I tell y'all about that boy I had to cut off? Jesus, I had to cut that boy off. The double row set of teeth. Did I tell y'all about him? I can't even remember if I told y'all, but he had a double row set of teeth. And he was just doing way too much. He had too much going on in his life. And I'm like, baby, quit calling me. So then I thought we ended it like nicely. Let me tell y'all what happens when y'all be nice to people. When y'all be nice to people, they just don't act right. So I was like, you know what, this is just not working for me. I wish you all the best. Take care. So if somebody hits you with the take care, what does that mean? That means that we are never going to talk again, right? I know because I hit people with take care all the time. That's definitely what I mean by that. Like, we're never talking again. He hit me up maybe 2 days after I said that he FaceTimed me. And I said, why is this man FaceTiming me? I'm thinking maybe he did it on accident. So I'm like, okay, I'm just not going to answer. I'm not going to say anything. Girl, he FaceTimes me while I'm trying to FaceTime old boy. So now at this point, it's been like 2-3 weeks. This man has not heard from me. He FaceTimes me while I'm trying to FaceTime old boy. So I get on the phone. You talking about somebody being jump scared? Baby, I was jump scared because what are you doing here? What are you doing here? So he gonna say, I mean, damn, it's like that. I can't check up on you. Why are you checking up on me? You knew me all of 2 days. I don't care about your life. You shouldn't care about mine. I'm using some of this. This is the NYX Buttermilk Blush. What shade is this in? Cool Pink. I like a good pink. Oh, that's pigmented. I like a good pink blush. So I was like, oh, let me try something different, you know, instead of using the same one. Oh my gosh. Do y'all see that? I mean, it's pretty, but it is. Oh, that's definitely a cool pink. For sure that is. I don't know how I'm gonna freak that, but okay. Um, Anyway, he FaceTimes me while I'm on the phone. And again, I'm like, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I can't just check on you and see how you doing. I said, there's no reason for you to check on me. I am fine. We didn't even build a relationship to the point where I feel like you needed to be checking up on me, sir. Like, stop it and let it go. Okay? So I hang up with him, and then I officially have to block him. I have to tell my little boo, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought that was you on the phone. Because he's like, I was calling you back. Like, everything's okay. And I'm like, yeah, everything's fine. Anyway, needless to say, once again, be mean to these men. I don't even know where I was going with that or how we ended up there. But that's okay. I'm going to find it. Just give me a second. I'm going to find it and we're going to come back. Happy early Mother's Day, by the way. Hopefully you guys enjoy your day. And it is filled with nothing but happiness. I know for me, I'm going to go get my pedicure today. And tomorrow, I just want to relax. I don't want nobody to bother me. I want everybody to leave me alone. I'm really hoping my ex comes and gets the children. Don't ask me how he's going to do that because me and him have not communicated, but the children do have their own cell phones, so maybe they communicate with him. I don't know. But the only thing that I would like for my day is to have a day of peace and quiet to myself. I know for me, shout out to the single mothers because I know it is definitely difficult, baby. I just had a talk with my son the other day, and I'm like, I still don't even know how to have the conversation or process it because he was saying that a little boy in his classroom started dating a white little girl, and the little boy was black, and he had to break up with the little girl because the little boy's mom does not want him dating anybody that is not black. Now, mind you, my kids are in the 6th grade. They'll be going to the 7th grade next year, and I'm like, baby, I understand, but I don't know how to have this conversation. My son was like, that's crazy, right? Because my kids are like super suburban, but I'm like, baby, your mama don't know how to have this conversation with you right now. So I was just like, yeah, we gonna talk about it later. We still ain't talking about it, but I don't know how to discuss that. If you guys have little boys that are a little bit older now, let me know how y'all handle that, cause baby, sometimes parenting be a lot. I was like, I don't want to expose y'all to, nothing, cause y'all still young or whatever. But honey, I feel her. I feel her, especially all the stuff that we done seen years after years after years. I get it, girl, but that's all I got to say because I don't know. You don't want to instill hate or anything like that, but it's also like, just be cautious, baby. Just be very cautious. But I was like, I wonder if she had that conversation with the child. I don't know, or she just said like, you not dating nobody that's of that skin tone. I don't know. Life is, yeah. Y'all see I'm at a loss of words, and baby, I really don't even know what to say to that. I don't think there's anything to say. Kind of like our grandmothers. Well, my grandmother said, don't bring them home if they can't use your comb, baby. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna go and do my hair, and then I'm gonna come back, and we're gonna finish up, and then we'll be done with our look. I actually like that blush. I really do like the blush. It's so pretty. It's bright like I wanted to. I thought I was gonna have to go and get the one size, but I was like $35, and I'm probably only gonna use one shade in there. I don't know, cause I spent $35 on this, and I probably only use the first 2 shades, but I get more wear out of it. I wish he would just come out with one shade. He probably already did, cause y'all know I do not be checking makeup like that. But I wish he would just come out with one of those, just by itself, like one little tray, and then baby, I'll be buying that up. So I've already brushed out my hair or whatever. Let's go ahead and blend out this nose and under eye, and then I'm gonna use a little bit of face powder from Maybelline. I think I'm going to use, what shade is that? I don't know what shade that is. Hang on. That is in the shade 330. I'm gonna use 330 under my eye just to kind of set that a little bit, and then we're gonna spray our face, and then we're gonna be done because I would really like to go and get my toes done. So yeah. Okay, so this is 330. It's Maybelline pressed powder. And I'm just gonna go in and just kind of set under my eye with this a little bit. That freaking blush. Oh, I gotta take my birth control. Hold on. I'll take that in a second. But definitely got to make sure you take that drug, girl. What was I gonna tell you? Oh, the blush. The blush is very, very pretty. I'd be surprised if these little drugstore products, they are definitely making a come up, that's for sure. Cause I would have never guessed. But they look good. They look so good. Alright. Highlight veneer. And that's it. We're gonna do our lips and then we're gonna be done. Let's go in and set our face. I'm not gonna use my Morphe because girl, I always use my Morphe and I'm trying to save her. So I'm gonna use the Super Hold for Makeup Revolution, and then I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible. This one right here is my favorite. Y'all know that. These are staples. I was generous with that because I feel like I'm about to be out here in the streets today. I'm gonna let that one dry before I go in with this one. I'm gonna go in with the L'Oreal. Prep my lips and just kind of like dry them out a little bit. I always start with a powder. So, you guys see me doing? Oh, that's too much. Don't use as much as me, but I use the Makeup Revolution or whatever setting powder you got just to kind of dry them out. So that way my lip liner and stuff just goes where I need it to go. Instead of, you know, all over the place and be running and stuff. Then I start out with my MAC Chestnut. This combo has been my favorite lately. And I've been using this every single day. Do you guys know where I can get some really good bras? I'm thinking about going up here to Victoria's Secret, but I don't know, man. I'm at that stage where I'm like, look, the Yetis, they need to be supported. And they are, the girls, you know what? The girls actually went down like a whole bunch because I was able to get into some of my old bras. I was pretty excited about that. But and officially on the Zepbound, I am down 16 pounds. I know nobody can tell. Nobody ever can tell. That's okay. When your girls start hitting like 30 and 40, hopefully I'll be able to tell then. Alright, then I'm going to use this one. This one is the Makeup Forever pencil. I think it's in a shade Dimensional Brown. And I just outline it really good just to give myself like a little bit of dimension. Pretty much. Then blend that together. Just kind of soften that up a little bit. And then this has become my favorite. The Barely or Bangin' Bear. These names are insane, Nyx. These names are insane. But I've been using this one from NYX, and surprisingly, I don't know, let me not jinx myself, but I'm like, I don't feel the little tingling sensation anymore, so hopefully it's gone. But I love this. It's so pretty. It's a good nude. Y'all know I only do nudes on my lips. I'm not doing color. You'll never catch me doing color, ever. It's just not my thing. But I actually really like this color. It's just so soft and it goes with the brown well. And let me tell you how I found this one. It's crazy. I actually used ChatGPT to find this. Right? I know. I said which ones would pair well with MAC Chestnut. And they were like the Bangin' Bear from NYX. No BS. So serious. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. And I got to the store and I was like, ooh. You know, ChatGPT is that girl, y'all. If y'all ain't know, y'all better know. I be using her for everything. I probably should start using her for my therapy session so I can stop having to pay. You guys could leave it here, but you guys know I'm not. I do go in with my Makeup Revolution in the shade Candy, just in the center. So I'm gonna use it right here. Alright guys, so here we are. This is the finished look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Overall, I really did like that blush. I mean, I think it's pretty much gone right now. I mean, you may be able to see it a little bit. But I feel like this look is going to be really good for summer, day or night. You know, if you out in them streets during the day, this is really good. If you're going to be out at night, this is really good. I am also not one of those people that are out just in the sun, so I can't really attest to that. I'm kind of in and out of the sun all day. I like to be kind of cool. It's my thing. I warm up pretty quickly. You know, I think I'm definitely going through the change. And at 33, you know, they say it can happen as early as 25. I don't know. I think I might be going through. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, this is it. What was I gonna tell you? Oh, my hair. You guys are probably asking about my hair. I seen a couple comments about that, so I did reach out to the company that I have been receiving my hair from to see if they could possibly give me what do you call that, like a commission code or something like that. And I have not received a response back. So because of that, I will not be sharing where I get my hair from, and it's unfortunate because I really, really, really love these wigs, and I really, really, really love that vendor. So the fact that we couldn't collab, and I mean, I've been paying my dues, I've been paying my own money to buy these wigs, and you mean tell me I can't even get a 10% discount code? It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, this is it. I gotta go, but I love you guys, and I shall see you guys next time. And happy Mother's Day.